The illusion of not enough and how to finally let it go.
What if the one belief holding you back and was never yours to begin with? There is a quiet voice that whispers inside many of us. A voice that says, "You're not enough. You don't deserve more. Don't try, you'll fail." It's subtle, soft, and often mistaken for realism, humility, or common sense. But it's none of those things. It is what Carl Jung might have called a shadow belief, an inherited, unconscious, and self-defeating illusion. And unless we confront it, it silently writes the script of our lives. This belief is what we call the illusion of inferiority.
1. The elephant and the rope, a metaphor for the mind.
Imagine a powerful adult elephant, thousands of kilos in strength, tied to a post with nothing but a thin rope. Why doesn't it escape? Because when it was young, it tried. It pulled, struggled, fought, and failed. And after enough failure, it stopped trying, not because it was weak, but because it learned a false truth: I cannot break free. Years later, the elephant remains bound, not by the rope, but by a memory, a belief. We too are elephants tied by ideas we no longer question.
2. Where the illusion begins, childhood and early conditioning.
Most people are not born feeling inferior. They learn it through experience, environment, and culture. Take a child excited to pack their own school bag. The parent rushing in says, "That's not how it's done," and repacks it themselves. The child doesn't just lose the opportunity, they absorb a message. I'm not good at this. My choices don't matter. Now repeat that 1,000 times with teachers, relatives, media, and society, and you get a deeply internalized lens of self-doubt. Even children raised with love can absorb inferiority when love is conditional, based on performance, obedience, or perfection.
3. The nature of limiting beliefs.
These beliefs hide in plain sight. They often sound like, "I'm just not a leader. I'm not cut out for that. I'm too old. That's not for people like me." They don't scream, they whisper. They feel like common sense, but in truth, they are cognitive distortions, subtle mental habits that misrepresent reality. Psychology calls this learned helplessness. When someone believes their actions won't matter, they stop trying altogether, even when freedom is possible.
4. The Dartmouth scar experiment, how beliefs shape reality.
In a famous psychological study, researchers applied fake scars to participants' faces. These individuals were told their appearance would be evaluated in a mock job interview. Before entering the room, the researchers secretly removed the scars, but didn't tell the participants. What happened? The participants, believing they were disfigured, interpreted neutral interviewer behavior as hostile or judgmental. They walked into a neutral situation, but saw rejection because they expected rejection. Their beliefs shaped their perception, and their perception became their truth. 5. The silent sabotage of relationships. Inferiority doesn't only hurt your career or goals, it quietly sabotages love. Imagine a man who disappears after a few dates. The woman wonders what she did wrong. But the truth is, he left because he felt unworthy of her. He thought, she'll eventually leave me, so I'll end it first. Two people, both perhaps longing for connection, torn apart by invisible scripts of self-doubt. Inferiority creates shame, and shame creates walls, even between those who care.
6. You are not alone, even the successful. Feel this.
Cameron Russell, a successful fashion model, once revealed that many runway models, considered the most beautiful people on the planet, suffer from low self-esteem. They feel not thin enough, not unique enough, not good enough. This proves something powerful. Feeling inferior is rarely logical. It is deeply emotional, cultural, and unconscious. And if even those at the top feel unworthy, it shows that the illusion of inferiority has nothing to do with what you've achieved, and everything to do with what you believe.
7. The paradox of perfectionism.
Often those suffering from inferiority are not lazy, they are perfectionists. They demand so much from themselves that anything less than flawless feels like failure. But perfectionism is not a strength, it's a shield. It protects us from the shame of not being enough. Yet it also blocks us from action. It's safer to dream of being perfect than to risk trying and being just okay.
8. The illusion on a national scale.
This illusion doesn't just live in individuals, it lives in cultures. In some places, people say, "We're not ready for democracy. We need control. We're not like those countries. We can't govern ourselves." This is collective inferiority, a belief that one's own people are fundamentally broken, weak, or unworthy. It is just as false and just as dangerous as personal inferiority. Realism is useful. Shame is not.
9. Belief, behavior, reality.
Here is the cycle. Belief, I'm not good enough. Behavior, I won't try. Result, nothing improves. Conclusion, I knew it, I'm not good enough. This is the trap of the self-fulfilling prophecy. The only way to break the loop is to interrupt the belief at the root.
10. How to break free. Step 1. Audit your inner dialogue.
Notice what you say about yourself, especially in private. I can't do that. People like me don't get those things. I'm too late. Ask who taught you that, and is it really true?
Step 2. Rebuild with gentle truths.
You don't need to believe I'm a genius. Start with, I am allowed to try. I deserve to learn. I don't need to be perfect to grow.
Step 3. Revisit the rope.
What's your rope? A memory? A comment? A failure? Find it, name it, question it. Then, gently, start walking away from it.
11. A new narrative. You were never broken.
You are not a problem to be fixed. You are a story still unfolding. The illusions you carry, the inferiority, the fear, the shame, they are old armor. Armor you no longer need. Belief shapes behavior. Behavior shapes reality. Change the belief, and the world begins to shift.
12. Closing, the truth you must remember.
You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too small. You are simply carrying old stories that no longer serve you. Now is the time to return to the truth. That your life, your path, is yours to define. The rope was never real.
Final words.
Thank you for staying on this journey. If this message awakens something in you, don't let it fade. Share it. Reflect on it. Act on it. Until next time, break the rope. Reclaim your voice. And never forget, you are more capable than you've been led to believe. This is Positive Vortex. Until next time, stay empowered.